Perhaps the best practice I've ever been to.
Why is his glasses so big?
What do you mean? Why are his glasses so big? He looks fantastic. Why would you question his fashion sense, McCoachin? He looks grand.
It looks pretty good.
You know, he's got his whole thing going on. He's doing his McCoachin style. He's got swag, dude. You know, he's got a pep in his step. Everybody's so excited. You know, Tua's doing his thing. You got Dan the Man out there. Oh, I love when I see Marino there. He's got that hat. You always know when it's Marino because he's got the hat. You know,
that's the only reason why, you idiot.
No, you know who it is though, dude, because he's got the hat. Like he's the only guy.
You don't need the hat to know that's Dan Marino.
I'm telling you though, but that's how I always look for that hat. That's how I know.
So if he didn't have that hat, we wouldn't know that was Dan Marino.
I think he'd be more incognito.
No, he wouldn't.
He didn't have the hat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know it's Marino.
First of
when
all,
he has the
he's
hat.
taller than anybody on the field. So when you say, "Oh, who's that?" Dan Marino.
He's not. You know, I mean, not taller than Gesicki.
What
This is why he hates me, huh? Oh, the hat.
Look at it.
Look at him.
Who's
Look at
number
him.
7?
That's the kicker, Sanders.
Oh, I like him though. He's good.
You could tell because he ain't nowhere near his damn helmet. That's a kicker.
I saw a great punter competition yesterday. That was fun.
Look at that accurate pass.
Yeah, he's so accurate to us. You know, some would say the most accurate.
Dude,
Balls on a rope.
Can I explain to you something?
Oh, there's his boy. Oh, cheetah. You know? And this is just the individual.
Wait, that's the big tight end?
No, that's Smythe. He's the blocking tight end.
The big one.
I mean, he's not big. He blocks. That's what he does. You know?
All right.
It's his style, Leroy.
All right.
Why do you think it's weird that he's like half the size of Gesicki but a better blocker?
Yeah, well, Gesicki is probably 2 or 3 inches taller, right?
Yeah, Gesicki's a big guy.
Yeah. That's hard to put your hand in the dirt at that tall.
Yeah.
That's why I'm amazed at what Agba can do, because he's a giant.
Yep.
Same thing with Calais Campbell. Like, you very rarely have guys that big playing inside.
So Tua yesterday, he started things off in team drills, Leroy. Rope right to Tyreek Hill. Now, it would have gone for a touchdown for sure, Ski. You know, not allowed to tackle, but I could tell no one was catching him. He's too fast.
Wait, so let me get this straight.
What?
So as an offensive guy,
Yeah.
this must be said on behalf of the offense. So we can assume somebody would give up a sack, but we can't assume a guy will score.
Exactly.
So we never call that a touchdown.
But there's no hoopla when they do it.
Because it's expected. You just gave, wait a minute. You just gave a guy $100+ million. You already made the assumption.
He's so fast.
You already made the assumption. You know what made the assumption? $100 million.
Did you guys know he was that fast? Because that's what I observed yesterday.
Blazing.
Dude,
he's so fast.
When a guy runs and puts up the deuces and the guy chasing him running fast as he can and can't catch him, that's different level speed.
The Dolphins yesterday put out a video because this was probably the nicest throw of the day, and it was in 7-on-7. But Tua hit, I mean, just an absolute dime, probably 30+ yards. It was tough to tell perfectly because, you know, they do that thing where they practice on the field that's far away from everybody. So, you know, everybody's got their binoculars out, you know, checking it out.
Do you have binoculars?
No.
Okay.
Why would I have binoculars? Don't care.
I'm just saying, I just find it ridiculous that people find the need to watch that much football and comment on it when it's not even real football.
Because you know why? Because the people who are the reporters, they like to see who's on the line, who's practicing here, who's practicing there. You know, I mean, it'd be a lot easier if the Dolphins just practice close to everybody.
By the way, the most unfair drill in all of sports, any one-on-one drills, right? So when you do wide receivers versus DBs, it's unfair for DBs, right? It's hard to just guard somebody without having, you know, you talk about these guys need to be prepared and they need to study film, and then you throw them in a situation where the guy just running routes. There's no game plan. There's no studying the film to know what his tendencies are. There are no offensive tendencies. So that's a bit unfair. The other one is one-on-one pass rush, because a defender should win if all he has to do is rush the passer and don't have to worry about any other rush. You don't have to worry about a chip. You don't have to worry about a lot of things that happen during the course of a football game. So when I see comments on pass rush or one-on-one drills or pass one-on-one, when I see that, I just think, all right. Like it's just, it's not like the so-and-so got toasted today on one-on-one. They're always supposed to get toasted because they don't have a game plan. They don't have, a scheme. A lot of times they'll determine what route it is based on what guy is next to you on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm always so when I hear people comment on who got beat or who's having a day or who's doing this, it's a little bit unfair. It's like 7-on-7 when DBs can drop 15 yards down the field and don't have to worry about a running back running the football. So all you doing is drop it back in the pass. Of course you're going to get extra deep because you ain't got to check for a run. So, all the drills have their purpose. But when I see comments based on it, and I hear these people writing about this stuff, I always cringe because I always say, well, if they're writing that, how much do they really know about football? Like, to understand that, yeah, the guy that's winning is supposed to win.
Let's hear a little bit from Tua, huh? Good day with Tyreek Hill yesterday. Dropped a dime to him. 30-plus yards. Are they going to do a segment today on Get Up? I just want to know. Do we get to analyze that on Get Up today?
Such public support from Tyreek. You guys haven't played. It's been all over the place, just blowing you up.
Yeah, it's cool. Tyreek is someone that has established himself in this league. And to have the support from him means a lot. And I'm glad to have him as my teammate.
Joe, when you hear Tyreek say these things or the word gets back to you, are you like, this again? Or what does he say now? And I guess, what do you feel in the reaction to when you hear things that he says about you positively?
Well, I would say that's just Tyreek's personality. Tyreek's going to speak how he feels at that very moment. And he just believes what he says every time. If he feels he's the best at this, he's going to let you know. Out there on the field, if he feels, someone's talking too much and he wants to go against them, he's going to let them know what he's going to do to him. That's just his personality. And I think it's fun to have that kind of personality on the team. But, I mean, for me, again, like I said, it's awesome to have that kind of support from somebody like that.
Tua, obviously.
Man, that guy's totes adorbs. Can I just be honest with you?
Did we ever get behind? Did we ever figure out marriage gate?
Nah, somebody pointed that out yesterday, and I failed on that. I did not see if he had a ring finger on, a wedding ring on or not.
He's not golfing.
Well, I know, so I don't know.
You guys laugh at me.
Wait. So are you asking? Did anybody ask if he's married?
No, or did you get to the bottom of it?
No, I didn't see if he was wearing a ring or not. I didn't.
No,
look.
that don't mean nothing.
I mean, if he was wearing a ring on the football,
I told
field,
you, people that are far away. Sometimes people that are nowhere near being married just put a ring on, and they put it on their finger without realizing that is the ring finger.
He may not have it on the football field though, because he's a lefty. It may mess up his grip.
But he golfs right-handed.
Yeah, but he doesn't. But I'm saying, like, he wouldn't have it on the football field.
Why? It doesn't affect the grip.
Right? He's got a really gaudy ring.
You saw the ring, dummy.
Maybe he's a multiple ring guy.
Pinky ring.
Perhaps.
Now, if he came into a press conference with a big old diamond and a pinky ring, then we should have questions.
No, but I didn't. Somebody asked me, like, did you see if he had a wedding ring? I'm like, failed. There were so many people there yesterday.
Was it? Oh, yeah. It's hot and heavy, huh?
Oh, my God. It's so much media there. Yeah, it was crazy.
So
let me ask you, a lot of people there.
I'm curious because, like, I look at these things a little bit different, right? with everything that's going on and how you feel about the team going into the season,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think they should have double-digit wins?
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
because they stayed status. They pretty much stayed status quo, except for running back, lineman, offensive lineman, and
the defense stayed status quo, and there was a lot of changes on the offense.
right, exactly. And it's only
And,
the positions that you had the most questions about.
yeah,
Right? Who was going to stretch the field on defense? They went and got all speed. Offensive line, you went and got a big ticket item to bolster your offensive line. Running back, you got a boatload of running backs. I don't always think that's a great thing, right? And if I personally were to still have questions about how everybody's going to perform, I have no problem with the wideouts. I have no problem with the offensive line, right? They'll get that done, right? But aren't there still questions at running back without actually seeing them play and knowing,
I mean, they don't have a star. They don't have a star running back.
And guess what? To be a productive run game, you don't have to have a 13 to 1,500 yard rusher. Okay. But what the run game does is, and a lot of times, if you look at these things are kind of synonymous, right? The who has the control of the clock is usually the team that has the most rushes, not necessarily for the most yards, but if you can run the ball 30 times a game, it says that you're dominating the defense at a certain level, right? Now the yards and how well you do it will signify how dominant you have been. But the fact that you're still in a game where you can run it 30 times means that you do have some control of the defensive line. So right. I tell you, every time we look at games, I look at time of possession and I look at number of rushes, not necessarily the yards or the yards per carry, but the number of rushes. If you come out of a game and you've got 10 to 12 rushes, that means 2 through it 40 times. That means you were playing catch up.
But anyway, here's McCoachin on Tua, how he wants him to approach camp and all that jazz.
I think it's deliberate intent on each play. Quarterback's job is exhausting in terms of you got to know a lot of things. He recognized that in OTAs and put in more time this offseason than I think he has with football in that regard. So what I really want to see from him is Tua is super hard on himself, which is a good thing, but anything in excess isn't the best thing either. So he holds himself at a high standard. So I don't want that to impede when things don't go the way he wants. I don't want to impede the next play. So I said it about the whole team, but specifically with the quarterback, he has such a natural football presence on the football field that who cares if there's one read this way or that way. Again, like every quarterback, it's not if but when. So those short-term memories, that's what I think you can really work on in the training camp right now and moving forward as the leader of our team.
Wow. First of all, how nice is it that the head coach refers to him as the leader of the team? Not these mind games that Flo used to play with him last year. Goosies. Second of all, basically what he's telling Tua is be a storyteller. Be a storyteller and turn the page. You know? It's like that song.
Question.
You know?
Question.
What?
If you're telling a story, why are you also reading a book?
Well, you're a storyteller. Like, so, sometimes you read to the group.
If you're telling a story, you're not reading a book.
Not true. Not true. You ever done, you never done story time? teacher sits there with the book. You know,
that's not. You're not telling a story though. You're reading a story.
it's story time. Then,
It's
dude.
not your story.
What does it matter? You don't not all
I
stories.
just questioned what you said.
Dude, you don't know
Telling
what
a story. You don't tell a story and read a book.
Dude, it's like Bob Seger used to say. All right, here I am on the road again. Here I am. Turn the page. What? That is a song. Bob Seger said that.
I want to hit my head on my mic.
I mean, you're doubting with you're
The
doubting.
thing I hate about that, it was in
that's
slow
lyric.
motion and people slowed it up. So it went like this.
You doubting Siegs?
I'm doubting you.
What do you mean?
Did you say the lyrics were again?
Here I am on the road again.
I thought you were going to say rock me like a hurricane.
Here I go. Out on the stage again, something like that. There I am. Turn the page. It's something like that.
It's something like that.
It's something like that. It's something like
You
that.
just
Listen, I don't
got
have it off the
tagged.
top of my head. But the point is, Bob Seger said turn the page.
So your example, you don't even know the words to the damn song.
I know that the lyrics end turn the page, and that's basically what Matt McCochin is saying about Tua. He's telling Tua, you be Bob Seger.
Here I go playing star again.
Yes.
There I go. Turn the page.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah. And then
That's
on the road,
not what you said.
That's kind
That's
of like
not
what I
even
said,
close.
though. It's kind of like what I said.
You said like 5 more things.
No, I think that's what I said. Can I hear from Tua? This is Tua on all the haters that he's dealing with. And, he's a Dorbs. No? Nobody's got the Tua?
That's a video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
cool,
just
cool.
wanted to make
Alright,
sure.
yeah.
I saw Marcos very confident.
Yeah,
Any
it
of
was
those
like
guys.
audio, video.
So I mean, if that's what they have to say, then good for them. That's probably a good thing for them to say. They draw people for clickbait, or I don't know, whatever that is. But to me, if I can't hear you, then you're not that important to me. If you're in my circle and I can hear you, what you're saying, then obviously you got to be extremely important to me. So if I can't hear it, then it's probably not important.
Yep. Exactly, dude.
He has a unique way of trashing those people.
Yeah.
While still smiling.
Yeah, he's like, hey, good for you. If you guys, I hope they get their clicks. He's like wishing their business well by also giving them the middle finger.
Yeah.
Adorably. Which is, just what he is. I mean, I get lost in his eyes, to be honest with you. Like when I was asking him yesterday about Tyreek Hill and the honesty that he gives me with those eyes, I'm just like, man, Kai, those eyes,
So what eyes were brighter? When you talked to Bam or when you talked to Tua?
I gotta say, I feel like Tua, because Bam's like no, are you saying my eyes to Bam?
Absolutely. What else did you think I was
I
asking?
think I might go my eyes.
Hey, if you
give the same look to Tua?
If you ever become single, that's the picture we're using for the dating site.
So
What
you
about
don't
this
think?
one though?
Oh my goodness!
That might be on Tinder.
That's a face of fear when I was sitting next to Pervert Bunny.
That picture right there, that's not gonna help.
So you're saying, I just want to be clear here. You guys don't think Tua is like Bob Seger?
First of all, I don't think you're like Bob Seger because you got the words wrong.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough.
You're that guy. Singing the song,
Here I
singing the wrong words.
go, turn the page.
Why you sound like Creed?
That's how he sounds, dude.
That doesn't even sound like Creed.
I feel like this was a new one. I don't think I've heard this voice before.
Yeah.
No, it's different.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Here I am on the road again.
Do we have any Bob Seger?
I don't think so. It'd be really weird if we did. There I am up on the stage. Here I go. Throwing the Tyreek Hill again.
It went from like
Here
blues
I
to country.
go.
This is
page.
It's a different person. It's a new person. I do remember putting a Bob Seger in for Tommy Tig, Get Out of Denver.
Oh, of course. Who doesn't remember that?
Oh no, don't even. Don't.
Get out of Denver.
I even confirm if that's true or not. I gotta look this up.
You have no idea what the words are. It just and you really throw for a loop when now artists have names to songs and it's not even in the lyrics. So if the song name is not in the lyrics, you are done.
I just looked up the lyrics, and Get Out of Denver is one of the lyrics for sure.
Oh man. Dade South says intangibles. Love Bob Seger. Oh, dude, Bob Seger and on WEEI is playing like on every rejoin.
Get some Bob Seger worked in today.